Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Minnesota's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Golden Gophers are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Using the quick game. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to do a step.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Back to the ground game on the left. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here's the handoff. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And
man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
The Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration.
There he goes. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Frank. Grab near the marker, it's Daly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked.
Touchdown, Minnesota! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
On the run from inside his own 5. Rams him with the stiff arm. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. It's complete to the right.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the toss. Running into the open space. He's loose. He's at the and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Frank. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Daly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll sneak it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Power football with the run. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field.
Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
14.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Now on first down from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Handoff to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of a physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Working that left side now.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. To the ground and try to move the chains. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floats it out in space. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. He's got 59 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive 1st half here in this season opener. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Dropping back, it's Frank. The throw to the outside is complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Daly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Golden Gophers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Firing to the right, complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot.
There he goes to the left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Off play action. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Gets it to the back, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. catch in the middle. It's Daly. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can... an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Williams. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Now the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Florida! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Florida 63, Minnesota 21.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
With the catch, it's Williams. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Frank. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Hill. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
A solid return there. sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the big fella. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Right back to him on the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Florida, 63. Minnesota, 21.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Short hands. It's Woodhead. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Collier. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Gators are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
29.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Breaks into the open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
He's got him. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner is stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down.
Come on, set.
They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team.
Returner brings it out to 38.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.